Okay, recovery and cleanup scenarios. First thing is, when do we call them? We will like usually when we are executing an execution list, right? Usually logs will be saved over there, right? So that is the reason, that is one of the reason. And also one test case failure should not disturb the other test case. And if we are executing some flows and all, usually if one test case fails, following by it, all the remaining test cases will start to fail. So in order to avoid that to happen, we go for recovery and cleanup scenarios. So what is this recovery scenario is, whenever a test case fails, it is nothing but we are giving it a second life. Okay. And this recovery and cleanup can be mentioned at a folder level. For suppose if you want different recovery and different cleanups for different sets of test cases, you can split them into different folders, and for each folder you can add one set of recovery and cleanup. Okay. And next thing, what happens here is whatever we give in recovery, that will be executed whenever that particular test case fails. If you see yesterday, let me open. If you see this particular test case yesterday, see, one second. Which one did you execute? One second, let me check and tell you. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Can you see this? If you can see here, this test case has been failed at verify the success message test step. And at that time, our recovery scenario has got the retry level as test case. So that is the reason the execution started with open demo web shop again. Okay, after executing the recovery. So now this is the recovery. This is nothing but the second life of the test case. And again, at the end, it has failed. So this means in second life also it is failed, right? So that is the reason we called for cleanup scenario. And once cleanup comes, it will just execute and it will mark it as failed. That's all. I'll run it again and show you. That would be easy. Can you tell me at which point you missed it exactly? Or else.
I actually got it, but it's just clumsy, so just want to recollect that. That's it.
Okay, okay. And for
And
this recovery and cleanup, right, you will have this retry level in the properties. So accordingly, you have to choose it.
okay, in recovery, suppose if I have not given T box weight, so that it will be work will sorry that recovery scenario will work or it won't work.
Why should you give T box weight here?
No, I think it's here only. No, no, sorry, task kill that one you are giving. No?
That is totally different. See, I'm giving task kill for task kill. I gave T box weight in that reusable block. That is not at all dependent on recovery.
Okay then. Okay.
If you have any questions with that task kill T box wait, what I suggest to you is execute task kill and open both in parallel, like step after step, without giving T box wait and see. It will not open, but it will say it has opened. This will happen because of the overlapping. Okay. Now I'm changing this retry level to test case and let us execute it here one more time and see. Run. See, it failed now. It could not verify that success message. It closed. And now, see, in this recovery also it will fail because it has two tabs. Now cleanup will be executed and it will be marked as failed. Excuse me. See, this has failed and then recovery has been executed. Recovery is nothing but task kill we are doing. And then we started opening demo web shop and doing all this. And see, again it failed. So it called for cleanup and it executed and it marked this particular test case as failed one. Is it clear now?
Yeah, Ramya.
Any other questions? Any doubts? Okay. So now we know about this one. And yesterday, one more important thing that we discussed is test configuration parameters. I hope all of you remember this, right? These test configuration parameters, okay, usually we have a concept of synchronization time here. We all know that we have two different types of weights. One is static weight and another one is dynamic weight, right? So coming to the static weight, this is nothing but you are passing some fixed amount of time and saying wait for 10 seconds or wait for 20 seconds. Okay, something like this. If this here, the time is fixed. How can we achieve this? How can we give the static weight to Tosca?
by using dbox wait.
Yes, by using T-box weight. Okay. Coming to dynamic weight, here we have two types. We already discussed. One is by using wait on action mode and another one is by using synchronization time. Okay, what is the synchronization time? Why do we use it? Is usually synchronization is nothing like for suppose if you take a page loading issue. Okay, usually now you said open URL and you gave the URL of your application. And next step is to click on the register button. But your page is still loading. So should Tosca wait? Yes. But here what happens? You are saying next to next step, right? So immediately Tosca look for register button, and if it is not there, immediately it will just say mark it as failed one only, right? So in order to avoid these sort of issues, example, if you are to be saying it directly, like if your application speed and the Tosca speed doesn't match, either your application might be super fast or Tosca might be super fast, okay? And if both of their speed doesn't match, usually we will go for synchronization. Okay, and what we do here is we will just add two test configuration parameters. That's all. One is synchronization timeout, another one is synchronization timeout during wait on. What are these synchronization timeout and timeout during wait on is? What will happen here is we will give some value to this. Okay, these are the parameters names. For suppose if I am giving synchronization timeout as 20,000, okay, that means I am saying the synchronization time is 20 seconds. So what will happen is whenever Tosca opens the URL, it will see if it is not loaded, then it will wait. Okay, it will wait for a maximum period of 20 seconds. But if the particular page loads in between, immediately it will go to the next step. Let us see this. Okay, let me create one dummy test case and say synchronization. That I am always scared of the spellings and case sensitivity. And this is for the synchronization time during wait on. You can see here, see, maximum to be time to be waited until the object to be tested has adopted the expected state when used along with the action mode wait on. The time to be waited between the attempts is included. This is nothing but you are saying wait on, right? But how much maximum time it should wait? By default, it is 20,000. But if you want to change this default value, then you can use this, or else you need not use this. So now let's go to the test case, and what we will say is I will say open URL. Okay, and then I'm saying click on login. No, I'll say click on logout. Okay, and what is the synchronization timeout that I gave here? I'll give some 30 seconds or 20 seconds. 20, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, okay, first let's discuss about synchronization time. Later on, we will see the synchronization timeout during wait out. Okay, so now I'll close my browser first of all and run this. Okay, and now it can't find the login logout button, right? Let's see how much time does it. It should wait for 20 seconds and then fail this test case. See how much time did it waited? 0 seconds, and then it waited for almost 20 seconds, and then it failed this test case. Right. Now let us give the same test case, okay, without giving synchronization time and see. So you will understand. And this time I am removing my synchronization time. How can I remove the test configuration parameters? I can reset them to default value. I cannot delete them. Okay. Now I am running the second one. This is the one without synchronization parameters. So what I do is I'll close my Chrome and then right click and run this. Let us see how much time this one will take. That one took an overall of 23 seconds. See, it failed at 13 seconds only. So this is the default value. That is the reason it failed at 13 seconds. It waited for just 9, approximately 10 seconds. Did you understand the synchronization timeout concept? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. And usually the synchronization timeout and timeout during wait on, right? Both of them will be available in settings only. One second, I will show you. See, this is the one. By default, this is 10,000. By default, this is 20,000. In order to in order to avoid the changes at the settings level, we are doing it from the test configuration parameters level. Okay. Any other questions? Any doubts? Hello?
No, Ramya.
Okay. There is one more topic that we missed actually. Let us complete that and then pull the reports. First, I will show how to pull the reports. That is easy. Okay. So, how do you pull the reports from the execution list is nothing. Just go to the execution list, whatever you want, and right click over there and say print report. We have four types of reports. These are defaultly configured for us. If you want to pull some other report, then you have to configure it in the reporting section. Okay. But usually these four reports are more than enough for us. So the first one is actual log report. Next to it is actual log and issues. Third one is detailed logs. And the last one is archived logs and actual logs. These are the four reports that are present at the execution list level. Okay. In Tosca, you can pull reports from requirements. You can pull reports from test cases. You can pull reports from execution lists. Okay, but most of the time we will be using the reports from the execution list only. So that is the reason this is the important one. So now in order to pull reports, all you saying is right click and say print report. And just choose whatever report you want. Okay. And here you can change the format of the report. If you want to be it in the text format or HTML format or some image format, usually we will select the PDF. And then just say start. And then it will ask you, where do you want me to save this? This is the actual log report. So I will save it with the name of actual log and just say save. Okay. I'll show you. Let us pull all different reports and then compare them. The next one is actual log and issues. Same way, just say start actual log for issues also. Save it. Okay, even this one came up. Next one is detailed logs. Start. For detailed logs, it will ask us two things. Okay. One is whether do you want to export only failed cases or do you want to export both of them? The second question is, do you want to include the screenshots? See, do you want only failed test cases to be shown? By default, it will be no. So just say no because we want to see all, right? Next is, do you want screenshots to be included? Usually it will be no. If you want to include them, then you have to say, do you want to include them at the end or else do you want to include them in between? Okay. So usually we will say it as no only and say okay. So this is the report. The last report is archived logs. What are these archived logs is? For suppose, now I executed this test case and it has ran well yesterday, right? If I want to archive my logs and all I can do is I can right click on this test set here. One second. Right click on the execution list, and here you have an option. See, archive actual execution log. If you press on this, right, it will create an archive log, and immediately your actual log will become like null. See now how the test case color has become. It is same like you did not execute this test case at all, right? So that is nothing but you are archiving the logs, whether it is pass or failure, whatever be it is. During emails also you will have an option, right? After 90 days you will usually archive your emails. So the same way here also. So now you can pull a report against this archive as well as the actual logs that are existing now. Say start. So now let's compare all four reports. See, this is the actual log report. See, this is how it is. It will tell you how many test cases are there, how many are passed. Okay, and then what are the details, like the same through pie chart and all. Okay, the same with actual logs and issues. If you have any issues raised, then those also will come up here. See which chart to come up at which place and which table to come up with which place. All this you can design using that reporting configuration section. Whereas in detail logs, it will say you all the details. Okay, like see what is the email, like see step by step in detail you will get it. For the archive, see, okay, actual log is null, but this is the archived one, so it is already passed. So all those details will be coming up. You can pull these reports. You can create as many execution lists as you want, run them and pull different reports on different ones and see what is the difference. Any questions, any doubts on reports part?
Yeah, for archived one, should I make first archive and then print report, or generally I can print it out?
Usually in real time what happens is after some times we usually archive the logs. Okay. And then we will start our actual execution and the cycle goes on also. But if someone specifically wants to see your old logs, very old logs and the latest logs together, then we will pull this report. In real time, among these four, the first one and the third one are the ones which we use. That's all. Is it clear? Any other questions? No? Okay, perfect. And yeah, I have only one more topic that to discuss. This is also nowadays people in interviews are asking this question. How do you use normal Excels? Did I say this to you? How do you use Excel sheets in the normal test cases and all? No, right? Hello?
Yes, Ramya.
చెప్పానా చెప్పలేదా?
చెప్పలేదు.
Okay. Excel sheets. Okay. So this is very easy. In order to work on Excel sheets in a normal way, all that you need is different standard modules. Okay, if you go to this T-Box X engines, and if you go to the Excel, you can see here, right? Open Excel workbook, define Excel range, create Excel sheets, range manipulation, run Excel. All these are the different standard modules. So among these, first we will use the Open Excel workbook. Drag this standard module and drop it onto your Excel test case. Okay, so now you should choose some Excel workbook. Okay, let us do one way. Let us go to your folder and right click. I'll say new Microsoft Excel sheet. Okay, and I'll give test as its name. Okay, in this test, let us do one thing. Let us start with A3. I'll say name, place, animal, thing. Okay, and I'll say Ramya, Hyderabad. Uh,
Oreo.
yeah, Oreo and computer. Something. Divya, London, happy laptop. Hmm, New York, Rio, mobile. Arun, fix, movie, tablet. I wrote some random data here. Okay. And from which cell to which cell am I working on? From A3 to D7. Right. Please remember this. Excuse me. It's okay. Now we are done with Excel sheet creation. A3 to D7. Close this Excel sheet. Save. Come back to our Tosca. Here it is asking for the workbook name. This workbook name is, it could be anything. I am giving as WB1. This is the name which I am choosing. The next one is path. So so for the path, shift right click, copy as path. Come back to Tosca, paste it and remove the inverted quotes. Okay. And next step is, now we opened our Excel sheet and we gave some name. Next step is to define the range. So drag and drop the define range standard module. And here it will ask for workbook name. So just say WB1. And what is the worksheet name? Some sheet 1, I think. So I'll give sheet 1. And now it is asking for range name. I'll give some R1. This is also up to me only. I can give any name here. What is the starting cell here? A3, right? And similarly, what is the end cell that we thought of? D7. So just give those cell numbers here, start cell and end cell. And now the next thing is data range manipulation. So drag it and drop it here. So what will happen is, here we will pass only range name. We have given it as R1. And see, this entire data now acts as a table. Okay. And in this table, for suppose, if you want to go to hash 3, third row, hash 2, Okay, and let us buffer that value. Let us run this and see. Right click, run. Now what happens is first Tosca will open that particular Excel sheet and then go through that particular range and then fetch the values as a normal table. Third row, second value. What is that? It is London. Is it clear?
Yeah, Ramya.
Okay. We saw two ways in Excel. One is this one, and here for the template also we mapped with Excel. I hope you remember that. Okay, this is how you use Excel sheet in the normal cases.
Ramya?
This is also one of the interview question that people are asking nowadays. With this, we completed your UI part actually.
Ramya,
Yes.
why we need this Excel?
Why do you need this Excel is what are you asking about?
This
Uh,
Excel sheet, I'm asking for Excel sheet where we can use.
Usually, in some scenarios, you may need to use Excel sheets and all in real time. It is not like you have to use this mandatorily. Sometimes you may need to fetch something from the Excel sheets. In real time, you may have some scenarios like that. For that time being, this will be helpful. That's all.
Okay. Okay, Ramya.
Yes.
Ramya, actually, the actual test case name is test, and we are giving here as a WB1, and the path is same. Acha. Path in path we itself we are giving the actual test case name, right? Means
Yeah, Excel sheet path is what we will give.
okay, okay. I confuse between that WB1 we are giving and
You
how
can
it
give
can.
any name. I just gave WB1 because this is only 3 letters.
And I think, no, sorry, Nilesh, it's workbook name, not the file name we are giving. See, it's named as workbook name. So we can give WB1 or WB10 or anything.
Yeah,
So
you
it
can
from
give
here.
any name. You can give Nilesh also.
If more than one Excel sheet is there in the path, then we need to specify the actual means the particular Excel sheet name that we can use here, right?
Yeah, that would be easy.
Mhm. Yeah, okay.
what if we have the number of sheets in the workbook then? Like now we have given the, like, in the sheet
Okay, then
one you
you
have
need to
given.
see here. You are just declaring your Excel sheet, and here you are declaring your range. For another range, for another sheet, declare another range. Use another range name R2, R3, R4, and accordingly you can change it here, right?
Okay.
Sheet name we will have to change at sheet name.
Yes, yes.
Excel
Sheet
sheet
name
name.
and range name.
If I want to work in sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, so we need to just repeat the steps and give
Yeah,
the range.
defining the range. Define your range according to your sheets, and then work on it. That's all.
In the same code, they will work.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give one more sheet and just add in the test code? Means sheet 1 and sheet 2 at a time.
See here, it fetched London. And see here, it fetched happy.
We are giving the same value, na? Then that R2 also face the London. Third.
Okay. Is it clear?
Actually, Ramya, in both the test cases, we are giving the same range, na?
No, I defined my range.
Yeah, 3, comma 2 is third row, second value.
See, the third row,
Acha,
so
third
that's
one,
why
third.
I changed it to sand, right?
Yes. Got it.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Today I will be sending you the task. Please complete it. And on Monday we will have the interview questions discussion. Okay?
Okay, Ramya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thanks for
Ramya?
joining. Bye bye.
Ramya,
Yes.
are we done with the training sessions?
No, we still have database and API.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. I think it will take 4 more days to complete.
Okay, Ramya.
Hopefully by next Thursday you will be done.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Ramya. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, Ramya.
Yeah. Ramya,
Yes.
మీరు సింక్రనైజేషన్